Today we're going back to basics, the original granny square. Well, that's the name I'm giving it. I have this beautiful blanket from a great aunt of mine, made in this original granny square pattern. It's actually even starting to fray and I'm wondering how to repair it. So you can see here how this plain pattern with a very fine thread and small hook created this beautiful lap gown. Hi, my name is Lindy and thank you for joining my channel. Welcome or welcome back. I love using this original granny square. It's very relaxing and it's a beginner friendly pattern. Here's a bag I recently completed where the one side is one big granny square and the other side is 4 smaller granny squares, all the original patterns. This is number 6 in our granny square patterns for the baby Ellis quilt. We've made the daisy square, tulip, striped square, popcorn stitch, and just recently the corner to corner square. This granny square for our pattern is, as always, free in the description below with all my tutorials. The reason I decided to put this into our pattern of 7 is because it uses all the different colors. It has 6 rows and I've used a different color of each of the 3 colors at the top. If you've been watching my previous tutorials on the quilt for baby Ellis, thank you. These are the 3 colors I'm using in a cotton acrylic blend. The pool green, seaside blue and feather grey. I really like this blend. It's durable with washing and tumble drying and soft on baby skin. This original granny square I designed in half double crochet. The reason I did that is because to keep it to the standard size of my other granny squares, I wanted to do 2 of each color. And by keeping it a standard size, it's going to give me less headaches when sewing the quilt together. Please enjoy and let's get started on our original granny square. For our original granny square design, we're using a 3.5mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors, and we're going to need a darning needle. We're going to be using all 3 of our colors in each of these 3 granny squares. So the pattern I've created has 1 of each color in the center and each of the different colors around the edges. And we've used each of the 3 colors twice. Now, in order to get it to the size I'm wanting, I needed to do half double crochet, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. The half double crochet, and treble crochet all have 20 stitches by 6 rows. So we're now going to be working on this one, which starts with the green in the center. Using all 3 colors, it's nice to have some sort of order so they don't get too twisted. So I've got the 3 colors in their order in my basket. I'm going to begin with a magic circle. The reason I do this is because I find that this little circle that I work in gives me space to put in all 12 of my half double crochets, and at the end I can tighten it up really nicely so I get a nice center. I also usually start with 2 chains for my half double crochets or my double crochets, but I've discovered if I go loop around straight into the magic circle, I can get my first half double crochet without having a chain stitch. So there's my first half double crochet. We're now going to work 11 more half double crochets into the magic circle. '11 and the 12th half double crochet. We now just tighten up the circle and to end off this center we go into the top of the stitch here and we just do a slip stitch. So we're going to be using this green again later. We won't cut off the thread yet, we'll weave it back later. We're now going to bring in the blue. And all we do with the blue is we just hook it in, we tighten up the green and we tighten up the blue, and we're ready to start the first round. We're going to turn the circle into a square, and as with the rule of the square, you need multiples of 4. That is why we had 12 half double crochets. We're now going to do the first round, which makes it immediately into a square. We're going to do 3 half double crochets, 2 chains on the corners, and 3 half double crochets with no chain in between. So we tighten the blue, we tighten the green so that we have the stitches close to each other. Right where we begin, we're going to do the first corner. So we do 2 chains to get us in line with the first half double crochet. Give the green a little pull so it doesn't work away. 2 more half double crochets into this corner. Two chain, and then 3 more half double crochets to complete the corner. So there is our first corner. Make sure you've tightened this, all the stitches, so that the stitches match up. So we've completed our first corner. Yarn over, skip the next 2 stitches into the 3rd stitch, and we're going to complete our second corner. 3 half double crochets, which is just slightly smaller than a double crochet and bigger than a single crochet. 3 half double crochets, 2 chain, and back into that same space 3 more half double crochets for the second corner. Here's our second corner. I'm now going to make a 3rd corner by skipping 2 stitches into the 3rd, 3 half double crochets and 2 chains, and the same over here, and I'll meet you at the end of the first round. Once we've completed the 4th corner, you go into the top of this first chain, you do a slip stitch, and then to start the next round I like to get to the corner, so I just do a few slip stitches and into the corner, ready to begin the second round. Now by this stage we've got quite a lot going on here at the back. We've got the green we need in a couple of rounds, we've got the center here, and then we've got the end of the blue and the blue we're working on. So what I like to do here is just work back the ends of the yarn. So here we are at the corner of the first round. We're now going to bring in the feather grey, and the way we do that is exactly the same as before, where we just bring in the colour, tighten up the 2 stitches, and we begin the second round of our original granny square. 2 chains, 2 half double crochets into the corner, 2 chains into the corner, yarn over, ready to start the second half of your corner with half double crochets. So we go into the corner, I then hook up all the colours, complete 3 half double crochets, 1, each time making sure I've got all the 3 colours on this corner, and the 3rd half double crochet. And if we look at the back, we'll see how we've brought up all the colours, and we're going to do this all the way along the back of the square. And if we look at a completed square, we can see how we've carried this all the way through, so that there's no ways little fingers can get in there and hook them apart. We've done the first corner of the second round, and because there's now a space to get to, we're going to do a chain between that, and into that space we're going to do 3 half double crochets. To get to the second corner, we do another chain and 3 half double crochets into the corner, two chain and 3 half double crochets to complete this corner. This second round is the rest of the pattern except for the last row. So we're going to do a chain between each of the clusters, including the corners, and we're going to do the 4 corners, and I'll meet you at the very end of the second round. And slip stitch to the corner. So we're going to carry on. We've done the center and 2 rounds, which is here. We're going to do 3 more rounds in exactly the same stitch. 3 half double crochets and 2 chains on each corner, and then a chain between the clusters. It's only this last row that we don't do a chain between the clusters. Just hook it in. Two chain, and then we pull the feather grey and we pull the green, At the end of this round, we do 1 chain and we slip stitch it into the top of that last chain. We then slip stitch to get to the corner, into the corner, and because this is now the second round of the green and we're doing 2 rounds of each color, we can actually trim this color off and we have now 1 less color to worry about. The next color is the blue, so again, so we bring up the blue, loop it in, tighten the blue so we have a straight stitch at the back, tighten the green, and now we're going to do 2 chains with the blue and 2 more half double crochets into this corner. push it along, 2 chains, and for the second half of the corner, as we did before, we take these other 2 colours and we bring them up the back like that, and we complete our 3 half double crochets. Give this a little pull so it doesn't come through. We can now sew back this green thread and continue with the blue and finish with the feather grey. The last round, which is the second row of the feather grey, we do exactly the same clusters, but there's no chain between them, and that is because we want to keep it the standard size. We do our corners and we go straight into the cluster stitch, 3 half double crochets, no chains between them. And for the corner, we just go straight into the corner, no chain, and exactly the same as we've been doing for the entire pattern. 3 half double crochets, 2 chain, and 3 more half double crochets into the corner. So I'm going to carry on going and I'll show you how I finish off the very last round. We've completed this original granny square into the top of the second chain stitch and we slip stitch. If you want, you can go to the corner just to get a neatened area. And now we're going to trim this off and sew this back. Here on the wrong side, we can see the stitches we've woven up. Thank you for watching my tutorial on how I crochet the original granny square for my baby Ellis quilt. Please like and subscribe and you'll be notified when my next is available. Take care and bye.